Joining me right now is Michigan Congressman, House Foreign Affairs and Homeland Security Committee member Peter Meijer. And Congressman, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. You visited the Kabul airport earlier this week. Can you tell us what you found on the ground?
I found the most committed, heroic group of individuals I have seen in my entire life. And I served in Iraq. I spent time in Afghanistan as a conflict analyst for the aid community. So this is a conflict I know intimately well. The people there were given an impossible position. They should have never been in this position to begin with. The president's botched withdrawal put them there, but they are doing everything they can, lifting heaven and earth to get Americans out, to get our loyal Afghan allies out. But the reality is, it's impossible. It's impossible to meet that by the deadline that the president, moved up from September 11th, what the Taliban would have been happy with. And it's frankly impossible to do that just with the airport that we have and our logistics as we have them right now.
I mean, there's so many holes in this plan. It's incredible. To put our troops and leave our troops in such harm's way, every American should be outraged by this. I mean, first, they closed Bagram Air Force Base on July 5th. On July 8th, Joe Biden comes out and says there's no way we're going to see anybody airlifted out of the embassy in Afghanistan. No way. It's exactly what happened. Then yesterday in the press conference, he says that his advisors told him it would be fine. So in other words, he's blaming the generals and the troops. When you just heard Tom Cotton, who was joining me on Sunday, saying he hasn't trusted his generals since he was vice president in the Obama administration. So what is going on?
I mean, this was a classic example of hoping for the best, but also planning for the best. All right, those worst case scenario plannings, if there was such a plan created, where was it? How did we get into this position? I mean, when you look at the way he's also blamed some of our Afghan allies and American citizens for taking too long to get out, I mean, a lot of that was because of the bureaucratic red tape that was thrown up that we have been working with him to fix and urging this administration to fix in a bipartisan way since April. Right? This was not a scenario that couldn't be envisioned. This was a scenario that we warned about, that we said, please, while we have time, let's try to fix this. But instead, we dithered, we delayed, and we had the crushing scenes at the gates that put those Marines yesterday who sacrificed their lives, that put them in that position to begin with. And again, we should have never been in this position to begin with.
Of course not, especially since, Congressman, we knew an attack was imminent. We all saw the headlines out of the UK. We saw the headlines out of the State Department that a terrorist attack is imminent. And yet the administration is offering these mixed messages throughout the crisis in Afghanistan. Congressman, you say after your trip, your main takeaway was that the White House has been lying about how bad the situation actually is. That's exactly what I just said in the last segment. Walk us through these lies, because people need to understand that we can no longer believe what's coming out of our government.
Yeah, what we have, the situation that we have is we have rosy talking points coming out of the White House, and we have horrific conditions on the ground. And the people who are stuck in the middle between those two, who actually have to operate that reality, are the soldiers and the Marines and the airmen and our State Department and diplomats who are on the ground. And again, these are some of the most incredible people that we have ever met, being put in an impossible position, who evacuated the embassy at moment's notice, some of them only took one uniform that they were wearing, didn't even have time to grab their boots, got thrown into this Kabul airfield that was overrun by tens of thousands of people and restored order, and then had to help spin up the most complex evacuation that this country has ever seen, right? And this administration needs to come to grips with that reality.
Yep. And look at how embarrassing and dangerous it is that we left all of that equipment there. Now the Taliban and whoever knows who else, maybe ISIS, is using the U.S.'s equipment. Congressman, final question here. Are you worried about an attack on the U.S., in the U.S.?
I think with how many jihadist movements feel emboldened and victorious right now, right, this is something we need to be concerned about. You've seen a number of groups that have just sprung up and feel like this was a massive victory, that the wind is at their backs. So we need to be vigilant, and we also need Congress to step back in, reclaim its war powers, because you talk about that equipment. Imagine if Congress had to sign off every time we wanted to send attack helicopters or additional armor over there and started asking the questions then that we're only asking now, right? These are risks that we have undertaken we need to fix.
Yeah, and I guess the $80 billion of equipment left on the ground, no problem, as they spend $6 trillion creating a green economy. Congressman, thanks very much for being here.